Oh man.
I'm two on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so boy, no, I'm a gangster. And you a boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line.
Coach, thanks.
Oh man, I ain't ready for this one.
Us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland.
I got a
like
pizza in the oven.
Of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, my insides. Make sure my controller is not sweaty. Wait, is this on All Pro?
Final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return.
Hold up. Is it legal All Pro?
30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Coleman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage loss, but gain a few extra.
They go play action with Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, we got some fire attitudes over there.
They just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I'll take it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Yo.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a
Hey, can you do it for me? I'm in the middle of something.
I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. At that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he fumbled it.
Let's go!
And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Man.
Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just
running so slow.
They realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down.
I need that pick, y'all.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Let's go get another one. Let's go get another one. Come on. Check 50, check 50. All right, 280.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He sets to fire. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as...
Thank you, Russell, for not overthrowing the man.
This is the throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Jackson drops it off for Coleman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
That's what I'm talking about, Obi.
Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Let's go. That's how you kick a pick, man. That's our first pick.
Just down a score.
Thank you.
Come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson.
That's what I'm talking about, Chris.
Down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Okay.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
I hate this game with a burning passion.
A terrific run there by Penny. 43 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
To throw is Wilson, and it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
That's what I'm talking about, Obi. When we traded for you, we knew what we was going to do with you.
Now. Here's first and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a play fake here on first down.
I'll take that.
Hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Going for it all. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like
Wow.
the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball. Pops out. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
No. Check. Patriot.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Jackson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's.
Didn't this man just use the same play 3 times in a row? I ain't even gonna trip.
Passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Going underneath, it's Coleman. Fighting ahead at the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll give it to him up the middle. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Play action. Now Jackson steps away. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. Play action. It's Wilson. Fights loose. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness. Able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate. That one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Wilson buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
There's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Wilson leaves it for Petty, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They run for it with Carson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run it with Carson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
He's so scared of that fake field goal.
No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gone.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Gone.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Barkevius Mingo in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Jackson. Drops it off for Coleman.
Good ass tackle.
He'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go play action now. Jackson got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw again is Jackson. Goes underneath for Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Back now in Baltimore. Now Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Jackson will throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And Jackson throwing once more. Going underneath, it's Coleman.
Come on, man. These flat passes is all you got. Like, that's it. What happened to the high-flying, over-the-top touchdowns? Like, you know what I'm saying? This flat shit dead, B.
Twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Henry.
Come on, man. You're going to have to come stronger than that, baby boy.
The 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now come the Seahawks. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Carson, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Wilson. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Ah,
and they
boo,
finally
boo.
do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And a quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Let's go, E.T.
And that should do it. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, They will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time.